keep mine on. They too dark.
Yeah, but oh, you can see.
Man, sure.
Mike, you want to start off with
All right. AD, just wondered the shift that you guys had, once Rui was in that lineup and then you were playing off ball on Jokic. How much you thought that gave you a sign? Is this something you guys can use in the series? And what's part of that?
Something that we just went to a little adjustment. Different adjustment just throughout the course of the game. We did end up, liking it. Stayed with it for a while. Maybe something we go to game 2. Obviously we got to go back look at the film, but just thinking about it right now, something that we like. Just to also have me, roaming and things like that. So good adjustment, but like I said, we'll go back and figure out ways we can be better.
And LeBron, just what did you notice about the way Denver hit first? What was the key on the glass and Jokic and everything, and how did you guys find a way to adjust over the course of the game?
Yeah, it took us a half to get into the game, and that was pretty much the ball game right there. We got to understand that, we got to start from the tip-off, and they punched us in the mouth to start. I think they had more offensive rebounds than we had total rebounds in the first half. And, that led to them getting second chance points. They also got on the fast break and killed us in the fast break in the first half, and was 10 for 10 from the free throw line. So, I know the game is won in 48 minutes, but they set the tone in 24 minutes, and, we're playing catch up for the next 24.
LeBron, having been through so many of these before, how do you feel like the team cycle can be affected by cutting the margin down to 3 like you did tonight, going into the next game, versus it staying out of reach?
In the postseason, it doesn't matter if you cut it to 1 or you're down 20. If you lose, you lose. They're 1-0, and we have to come back with desperation going into game 2. We have to play better. We have to rebound better. I thought we did a good job of not turning the ball over. That's one thing we've been very conscious about in the postseason. But we've been better in transition tonight. We wasn't that great in the first half. We cleaned it up in the second half. So we need to be better at all facets of the game.
Ron, what was the key to that fourth quarter stretch where you hit Austin a couple times, or targeting Palmer and just kind of find that similar to what you guys did in game 6 against the Warriors?
No, just kind of reading the game. It's a game, always a game in between the game, and just reading the game and making the proper reads. They started to go to a 3-4-5 switch and pick and rolls. Where anytime I was involved with AD, they started to switch, Joker onto me, and trying to keep a body on body, because AD was doing a great job of getting into that pocket and doing what he does best with his floaters and things of that nature. So, we have opportunities, and we know we can go to other things that also can work for us with, myself handling the ball with guards, set pick and roll, trying to get the good matchup, seeing how they're going to play, if they're going to switch or if they're going to hard show or whatever the case may be. And we just try to exploit that and allow AR to get going in the fourth.
AD, you were very complimentary of Jokic before this game. Could you describe how he played in particular? What did you say to him when he made that crazy shot right before the half?
He's a 2-time MVP. He's very skilled. Obviously, as his numbers show, made some tough shots. We just try to make it tough for him. Switching up matchups and schemes on him. But he's been playing well through the entire season, and especially in this playoffs. So you tip your hat to him. And then a shot, I just looked at him and just smiled. There's nothing else I could have done. He's 40 feet away from the basket, one dribble, kind of throws it up and it goes in. So, it was definitely one of them nights. But, we encouraged about, second half of the game and things we can get better at and make some adjustments going to game 2.
You guys found stuff after the first half, but how much of it do you think was the size on the court to start the game? You guys did go small. They're a pretty big team, and I think at one point they had 9 offensive rebounds on their first 11 misses in the game. How much of a factor do you think that was?
Some of them was effort play. Some of them was just out of reach. We had a couple opportunities to get early defensive rebounds. We wasn't able to do that. One of them was a block out by me. The Joker coming down the middle was one of his offensive rebounds. I think some of them was effort, some of them is about size, but I think for the majority of some of them ones in the first half, we wasn't just locked in, we wasn't in tune. He had 6 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. He had 6 offensive rebounds for the game. So that just lets you know we started to get more and more in tune what we need to do, how we need to block out, how we need to hit bodies and things of that nature. And I think we got better as the game went on.
LeBron, both Austin and Rui said they felt that there was a lack of energy and especially a lack of effort in the first half. Do you agree with that, and how do you explain a lack of effort in Game 1 of the Western Conference?
No, we'll be better. We'll be better. We know we didn't play up to our capabilities in that first half. And I even thought in the third quarter when they were making shots, we were going back and forth and making shots. I thought we were still in tune with it. They were just making some shots with hands in their faces, bodies on bodies. But we'll be better in Game 2, that's for sure.
LeBron, obviously there's a lot's going to be made about Jokic tonight and his performance, but what about AD's offensive game was impressive to you, and do you feel like he was able to keep you guys within that striking distance in the first 3 quarters there to make that fourth quarter comeback?
AD was phenomenal, 40 and 10, changed shots at the rim, but AD's been great all postseason, so we're not worried about that, so we just have to do our side. We have to do our job as well, myself and chipping in everybody, down the ladder from there. So, it's nothing that surprises about AD's performance. We got to do a great job of just backing him up, not only on the offensive end to relieve pressure off of him, but also on the defensive end as well. When he's changing shots, we have to clean glass, we have to help, we have to make our rotations clean. That allows us to do what we need to do offensively. Appreciate it.